1045 The Team, it's Levack and Goz here with you. And coming up this weekend, it is UFC 213 live July 8th, the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. And one of the big fights that night, you'll see this guy in action. Robert Whittaker takes on Yoel Romero inside the octagon. And Robert joins us now on the phone lines. Robert, let's get into the training. How have you been preparing for this upcoming fight this weekend?
G'day, mate. I've been training just like any other fight, mate. I have a good program, I have a good system, and I haven't been mixing things up too much. I've just been plugging away, closing those skill gaps and just getting better.
You've won 7 fights in a row. What's changed? Is anything in the mentality? Why have you been so successful recently?
I surround myself with smart people, good people. I'm close to my family, and I'm just smarter with the way I approach things. I'm smart with my program. I have a good program at the moment. I have a good system, and I have a really good team.
Robert Whittaker will be fighting this weekend, UFC 213, live in Las Vegas. Pay-per-view starts at 10 o'clock. And if you can't tell from Robert's voice there, he's got a little bit of that Australian accent. Did you get a chance to watch the Manny Pacquiao-Jeff Horn fight? And how did you feel as a fellow Australian to see Horn pull off that win?
I didn't manage to watch it, actually. But, it was a great show of himself. A lot of heart there. And, tough kid.
What would it mean to you as an Australian to go out at UFC 213 and represent your country and possibly pull off this victory over Romero?
It would mean the world for me. It'd be the biggest accomplishment of my career yet. And I'm always going in there looking for the win. Getting that win is huge for me, regardless of the outcome.
Let's talk about George St Pierre and Michael Bisping, some names that have been rumored in the division and maybe some fights on the way. What are your thoughts on George St Pierre possibly coming back and maybe being in the middleweight division?
Not super excited. As a fan of George, it was always good watching him. But if he jumps into the middleweight division, I have to consider the prospect of fighting him. So, it'd be better if he went back down to 170.
Absolutely. Robert Whittaker joining us here on the phone lines on 1045 The Team, getting ready for UFC 213 this weekend in Las Vegas. You watch Romero on tape. You've been training for him. What stands out to you when you study a fighter like him?
Yoel Romero's got that Olympic caliber wrestling, and he uses that to dictate the pace and to control the fight. I'm going to try and nullify that with my striking and push my strengths onto him and push the fight in a direction that I want it to go.
And Robert Whittaker joining us here on the phone lines. In the main event, Amanda Nunes, she's become one of these new faces of the UFC, especially in the female division. Have you had a chance to watch her fight, or are you planning on watching her in the main event this weekend?
Oh, definitely. If I get back into the room on time, I definitely intend to watch her. She's always an exciting fighter to watch, and she's a great athlete.
We'll get you out of here on this. Let's get a prediction. What happens inside the octagon? UFC 213 this weekend. How does Robert Whittaker, Yoel Romero, how does that fight end up?
I think it's going to be a very smart tactical fight, but I just think I'll be doing too much damage to him. I think I'll be doing a lot of damage, and I don't think he'll be able to take it for 25 minutes.
10 o'clock this weekend, Saturday night, it's UFC 213. Robert Whittaker will be there, and possibly he comes out with a victory. We're going to be rooting for him here in the Capital Region. Robert, best of luck this weekend, man.
Thank you so much, mate. I appreciate it.